Welcome to the show where you'll learn how to invest in mortgage notes, the savvy real estate investor's secret weapon to create cash flow without tenants and property acquisitions for pennies on the dollar. My name is Robert Haitha, founder of FIXnotes, and my mission is to make note investing ethical, profitable, and accessible for you. In every episode, we're democratizing the industry to put these powerful Wall Street assets into the hands of Main Street investors like you. So without further ado, let's get into this show where you're in good hands with my AI clone. Let's go. This program is for informational purposes only and should be independently verified before taking action. Let's talk about systems. If you've been around real estate or the note space for more than 5 minutes, you've probably heard that term thrown around a lot. Everyone says you need systems, but what does that actually mean? And more importantly, what does a real note investing system look like in practice? That's exactly what we're diving into today, the FIXnotes System. Now, the FIXnotes System didn't come from a whiteboard in a corporate office. It was built deal by deal, learning what worked, what didn't, and where the biggest opportunities and risks were hiding. It was designed to be lean, repeatable, and scalable, whether you're managing one loan or building out a full portfolio. And yes, it's customizable, but the foundation stays the same. The system starts with sourcing. You need consistent deal flow, but you also need to scrub tapes fast. We use spreadsheets, filters, and formulas that narrow a 300 loan tape down to the 3 or 4 that are actually worth bidding on. You're looking at equity, lien position, borrower status, foreclosure timeline, property type, all within a few minutes. That's the front end engine. If you get that part wrong, everything downstream is harder. Next comes due diligence. And this is where a lot of new investors get overwhelmed or overly cautious. The FIXnotes system uses checklists, templates, and trusted third-party vendors to streamline the process. We're talking about credit pulls, title reports, property inspections, taxes, insurance, occupancy verification, everything that gives you a clear risk picture before you fund a deal. But here's the real game changer: tracking and communication. Whether you're dealing with servicers, attorneys, borrowers, or partners, you need to know what's happening and what needs to happen next. We use simple CRMs and project management tools like Podio to keep the entire lifecycle of each asset visible and actionable. Nothing gets buried in an inbox or a spreadsheet. Every deal has a next step and a deadline. Legal timelines are tracked down to the week. Borrower communications are logged. Servicer updates get reviewed regularly. It's not reactive. It's proactive. That's what gives you leverage as the note holder. You're not chasing people, you're guiding the process. And maybe most importantly, the FIXnotes system was built to be teachable. It's not just a set of files, it's a framework for decision making. When you hire a VA or bring on a partner, you're not starting from scratch. You're plugging them into a system with structure. You also get access to community. This is a team sport whether you realize it or not. Mastermind groups, group chat threads, shared templates, even preferred attorney and servicer referrals, it's all baked into the FIXnotes ecosystem. And when you get stuck, you're not Googling in a vacuum. You're asking other investors who are already doing what you're trying to do. One of the reasons note investing can be intimidating at first is because there's no single source of truth. Every deal feels different. Every state has different laws. And most sellers aren't exactly laying out a step-by-step playbook. The FIXnotes system solves that problem. It gives you the tools, the workflows, and the language to play this game like a pro, even if you're just getting started. We'll talk more about the actual tools we use in future episodes, but here's the challenge I'll leave you with today. Don't just think about closing a deal. Think about building a machine that closes deals, resolves loans, and collects cash flow consistently. The difference between a side hustle and a real business? Systems. In the next episode, we're going to shift gears and talk about one of the biggest reasons people get into notes in the first place: cash flow without tenants. If you've been a landlord or you're just burned out on dealing with repairs and rent checks, you don't want to miss it. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and thank you to my trusty Robot and the FIXnotes team for putting together another episode. If you want to learn more and hang out with the real, not AI version of me, join our free school community at school.com/FIXnotes. That's SKOOL.com/FIXnotes. In the meantime, we'll see you in the next episode.